Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this another brand new day. It is 7:15 a.m. on Monday, the 27th of August. Goodness gracious, it's almost September, and in my hand, I have a hamster. A little cookie, not cookie, cream. Or Saber, as she's sometimes known as well, with her iridescent fur. You can't really see because of the webcamming, but she has like iridescent fur. It's got different sheens on it. It's really, really cool. She was in her nest, so I woke her up and dragged her out. She, as you can see, wants to go back. She's looking and digging, trying to find her home. So I'm going to put her back in her cage and let her go back into her nest so that she can sleep. There we go, little one. She is an absolute sweetheart. Most of the time with my hamsters, though I do reach in and pick them up at odd moments, 99% of their lives in my room here with me when I'm doing stuff. And that, by my room, I just mean the room here. This isn't where I sleep or anything. I've got a bedroom, other side of that wall. But 99% of the time, my hamsters are just living little rodent lives. They're doing what rodents do in smaller areas, of course, because the bin cages are much, much smaller than how they normally live in the wild. In the wild, hamsters roam for miles every single day. So living in a tiny little cage is, their genetics are like going, hey, I need more room. But these bin cages are the barest minimum, so it's not a bad thing to have. It's okay, it's good. But they're just living their little rodent lives and mostly not even interacting with me. Like Mama Squeak, I don't bother her. I periodically, like once a month, I'll pick her up now. Because of her age, I don't want to stress her out. I don't want to wipe out her immune system, so I don't bother her very much. I just let her live her little rodent life down in her cage. Yes, I occasionally have to empty it out and clean it, but that's still minimize stress. Try to keep that down to like once a month, or you know how often you have to clean cages. So I'm slurring around my bottom plate again. The inside of my mouth, because of my weight loss, has changed, so my dentures don't fit. My mouth is not the same shape. My entire body is differently shaped. I'm less than half of my mass than when I first got these imprinted, and well, not imprinted, but they took the impressions of the inside of my mouth. I've lost half my body mass since then, so things are different. They don't fit well. But let's see, hamster lives. Yes, so they just do their stuff and I just pick them up. And Charvy, I feed him and I do stuff and I pick him up, and he's a little sweetheart. He's like 90% naked. His fur just keeps growing in and then falling out and growing in. He's got, I don't know if it's the lotion that I occasionally put on him that is on his skin, because washing hamsters is not good. They've got skin oils on their skin that it can actually kill them if you wash it off. So you don't want to do that. Keep the washing of the hamsters to a minimum. So I don't want to just go and try and wash all that stuff off, because I don't want to wash off any of his natural skin oils. I think I'm getting another cold. Thumbs up for that. But he's active and happy and healthy, and he's great. It's just his fur. So again, it could be a thing going on his insides, like a kidney issue or Crohn's disease, something like that. Could be something, anything, I don't know. But it's not bothering him. He's not going crazy, just like scratching or itching or anything. In fact, he just acts like a hamster. He's really super active. He does stuff. He's more active almost than any of my other hamsters. So even though he's getting up there in age, he's still super, super active. Runs in his wheel, puts all his food in his wheel. So he's a little goose, and it's a good thing. Very, very cool. All my hamsters are very, very good. I may get another one to replace Boogle, but we'll see what happens this upcoming payday If I can find a free or rescue hamster, I will definitely go for that. Definitely cool. Past that, I've not done a whole lot. In fact, yesterday I didn't even get out for a walk. Because I kept falling asleep, I stayed in here again all day. Not by choice. I don't like falling asleep in here without my sleep mask. But it does happen because I don't sleep enough. Pain and anxiety and stress and all the stuff going on in my life. It's getting better. I only used to be able to sleep like 2 hours. Now I can sometimes sleep 6. It's not restful sleep, and restful sleep is when you heal and things get better, and that's good. So restful sleep is the kind of sleep that you want, but it's hard to get, and I don't get as much as I should. So I'm always tired because of that, and I fall asleep in here. Yesterday I had my fan going to cool it off, but it got so cold that I put my coat on, and that warmed me enough I fell asleep. So that was great. Invalidate the whole reason for doing it and then fall asleep anyway. So yeah, I fell asleep all day. It's joyous. It's wonderful. And then of course my housemates have got like 3 family members staying here over the weekend. Sing for me. It's like for the past month they've had one of my housemates' brothers has been staying here every night, and for the past couple of days he's had 2 of his younger brothers staying as well. So we've had like 6 people staying in the house over the past weekend. I'm not really wonderful when great amounts of people, so it's not great amounts, but you go down in the living room and that's 6 people in a fairly small area, so it could be one of the reasons I've been up here hiding. That's life. I spent most of my life this way though, so in a way I'm not really retreating from anything. I mean, it is, and it is, because it's retreating from the world. It's retreating from people. I did not interact with a ton of people while I was in the Air Force. I did the first couple of years. My last year I was in the Air Force, I just spent playing with my Commodore 64 all the time. I didn't care enough to go out and deal with any of the people that were there. Nobody was into the stuff I was into. So I wasn't into going and seeing people. I just played on my Commodore 64 all the time. When I got out of the Air Force, I spent many, many years just bumming around and just living various weird places and doing stuff. But then when I finally got another job, I'm not quite sure where I'm going on this one, I'm just rambling. Sort of the what I do and the way I've lived my life. When I 1989 became a nurse's aide, I moved into this one house in Bellingham, Washington, and I lived there for 10 years with just a whole bunch of different roommates. But while I was there, I slowly started, just got my computers connected to the internet, and normally I would just play on my computers, but as the internet got more and more fascinating and more actual internet, because I started with the internet back when you had to sign in online distance through command line interface to like your university or whatever was close that could get you on that way. I lived in a university town, so we had to long distance sign on if you were a member of, a student of the university. You'd sign on, and I knew lots of people that were, so just sign on, and then you would Gopher and FTP to get stuff and then download them that way, all in the command line interface. Then you just sit there and wait as something downloaded in DOS. So going onto the World Wide Web and seeing what we've got now has been awesome. But once it started getting into, once Mosaic came out, and then Internet Explorer and Mozilla's Netscape, Mozilla's Netscape, and all these things started coming out, and the browser wars started exploding, and the internet became something, I had even less reason to go out into the world. So that didn't help, especially with my burgeoning alcoholism. I mean, I was an alcoholic back when I was 12. So later on, when I was 19 going into the Air Force, I was pretty solidly drinking. And when I got out, I was drinking hard. I'd started off drinking beer. My last few months and weeks in the Air Force, well, the last year, I would go and buy a bottle of rum and work my way through that over a weekend. So my alcoholism was pretty set and covered. But because of all that, and then moving into the house and getting into the internet, I just withdrew and withdrew more. It was only after I had gone to a behavioral alcoholism place, because nothing else was working. 12-step programs I sit and argue with, because they're supposed to be a non-drinking program that's a non-religious program. But of the 12 steps, if you take out anything that's, like get right with Jesus, if you take all those steps out, there's no steps left. It's not a no drinking program, it's a get right with Jesus program. And while there are people that, yes, could very well stand getting right with Jesus, or whatever you happen to choose, whether it be Ra or Mithras or Allah or whatever, there are benefits and positives, so that's a good thing. Now, what did I come on to when I was talking about that? I know I was talking about the drinking and all that. Oh yes, 12-step programs. So it took a behavioral thing for me to be able to change, because I kept fighting back against the program so much. It was like I wanted a way to quit drinking. I didn't want a way to get right with Jesus. Getting right with Jesus ain't gonna make me stop drinking. And so I was looking for a way to stop drinking. Went to a behavioral place. They gave me the tools to show me how I can use what's up here to try and get away from drinking. And it worked. I've been sober. I have fallen off the wagon periodically. Specifically, the worst one, my 4 months when my wife died. After she died, I drank for 4 months because I could not feel. It would have killed me right there. So I drank for 4 months so I would not feel. At the end of that 4-month period, I had gone from 280 pounds to 325 because my system was starting to break down. I was retaining fluids. I was doing all sorts of stuff inside of my body that wasn't good, and I ballooned up to 325. It was later on when I got sick because a damaged abscess in my joint of my jaw that I couldn't eat, lost half my body mass. Now it's a struggle to keep my weight up. I'm at, after you subtract my loose skin here, I'm at 160 pounds, and it's a struggle to keep my weight, well, 166, and it's a struggle to keep my weight up that high now. When I was about 16 years old, I went up over 200 pounds, about 220. And it had been a struggle since then. My biggest weight that I could be in the Air Force was 196. I spent the entire time at 200, 204, trying desperately to keep my weight down so that I wouldn't be kicked out for being fat. Because they want you to look good in uniform in the United States military. If you know your job and can do the job of 5 people around you, but you look sloppy in uniform, and the 5 people around you look good in uniform but are dumb as posts, you're out. And the 5 people that look good are getting promotions. So I had to struggle and fight to keep my weight down. And then as soon as I got out of the Air Force, my weight went up to between 240 to 280. And especially after I got married, I actually hit 290 at times. Oy vey, I could never get my weight down. It has been a lifelong struggle. And now I find it difficult to keep my weight up. And I haven't talked about anything that I wanted to talk about. I ended up rambling about weird things, but that's what this is. Thank you very much for coming along with me on this journey of exploration. I turn on the webcam and I start rambling. Because for my vlogging, that is what gets my brain bubble sorted so I work properly as a human being. Thank you for coming along with me on this journey of exploration. I am maybe 25% put together, and thank you for all of your help. Now, I do have a game channel. If you like watching older people play video games, I've got that game channel. Go check it out. It's not monetized. I don't think it ever will be, but I'm still going to make videos for it because I enjoy making videos. I enjoy people enjoying my videos, so thumbs up for that. I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people. It is arranged because even though I count in American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand, with my fibro and depression worse, oy vey, I'm lucky I can remember my own name sometimes. Oh, excuse me. Carbonated beverages, and I had a big bowl of chili this morning with cheese and crackers in it. Woo! Thumbs up for that. Then I washed down my methadone with caffeinated carbonated beverage. Delicious though. So, if I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. We're not really good at pronouncing names or much of anything these days. And, let's see, I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm going to read them all afterward. Thumbs up each one I read. Answer as many as I can. Thank you so very much. Let me grab my Chrome here real quick. And we have 902 Biking, who is actually a very unpleasant person, but thank you very, very much for the comment. It actually is appreciated. PigeonMan49, thank you very, very much. And Nicholas Paquette, greatly appreciated. Gustavo Cruz Zamora, I know I'm not close, but thank you very, very much. And Derby Oshawat, thank you very, very much. AJ Gschwind, how about that? And ProLab Games, greatly appreciated. Dunst, thumbs up and thank you. 27 No Scope, greatly appreciated. And Kathy Kitscat, thumbs up and thank you. Arekusu Okamura, I sure hope I'm close. Thank you very, very much. Amy Moxie, thumbs up and thank you. Janko Alyoshev, greatly appreciated. And then we have Daniel Miranda, thank you very, very much. Zombie Wolf, greatly appreciated. Thumbs up. Deaf Penguin Zed, thank you very, very much. And Poi Lam Chan, I sure hope I'm close, but I bet I'm not. Thank you very, very much. Sebastian Mueller, thank you very much. Phil Wood, thumbs up and thank you. Potato Lord 69, I like your usernames. Thank you very much. Jamie's Division, good to see you in the comments. It's been a while. Marvoosh, thumbs up and thank you. I am a proud feminist and I have a vagina. XOXO. Thank you very, very much. Mika Mach 5, thumbs up and thank you. Good to see you in comments. And last but not least, Tercio Philo. Hey, thumbs up. It's been a while since I've seen you in comments either. Or two, however that works out. Anyway, though, thank you, each and every one of you. It is awesome and very much appreciated. I'm getting better, but it's still a very dark, depressed place inside of this head behind these eyes. Especially, oh my gosh, yesterday. I mean, along with the sleeping, talking about alcoholism, along with the sleeping and all of that, I tipped into a very, very bad state up here in my head. My mood is very, very volatile. My depression is untreated. I need to get back on meds. And so my mood is volatile. It is so easy for it to just topple in one direction. And then when it hits, it's not just pick it back up. It hits and falls apart. So I got to put everything back together. And then I got to try and balance it back up again into the neutral state. Didn't work yesterday. It fell over, exploded everywhere. My mood was bad. And then toward the end of the day, I just felt so sick. Oh, it was awful. It was not a good day yesterday. I am so glad I feel so much better today. Definitely a thumbs up. You can check out my various links on Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, Google+. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. But if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes. I deposit them on the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get for my existence. Definitely a thumbs up. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool, greatly appreciated. I would understand if you don't want to. There are people in the comments that I said thank you today that have just said, you are boring as fuck. So, yeah, to you I am, and that's fine. I'm not for everybody, I'm niche. I understand that. It doesn't bother me. For me, for you, yeah, I am. In which case, you know what you do? click that little X up in the corner. Guess what? I go away. I don't bother you anymore. Magic. What else was there? I can't remember. Oh well. Hopefully I'll have a reaction video, hopefully a game video, hopefully a game video for the rest of the day. You take care. Have a great day. I will see you on the flip side, my friend. I'm not going to rush this. It's going to be over 20 minutes, but not by far. So you take care, and I will see you. Thank you so much for coming along with me. It is appreciated.